The American Christian woman, strong, confident, powerful, an independent thinker who leads, a steadfast voice that rejoices. Today's Christian woman holds positions as clergy and plays executive roles in the politics of religion. Not like other religions that require women to be subservient to men, covering up their bodies, listening to their husbands, not being allowed to voice their opinions, and only used as objects for sexual desire. Nothing at all like Christian women today. They have so many examples in the Bible of how to act. Take Mary Magdalene, who was Jesus' biggest cheerleader. She stayed behind him every step of the way, supporting him financially. Of course, this was only after Jesus cast away her diseases and demons. Mary's only challenge was trying to overcome those pesky rumors that she was a prostitute. And what about Ruth, whose book, even though it's only 4 short chapters, shows the real virtues of a woman? For after all, she stayed with her mother-in-law and took her advice on how to use her God-given talents and score a rich husband to take care of her. What an unmistakable story of strength and independence. And who could forget Mary, mother of Jesus, who birthed a son she didn't ask for? By today's standards, that would be considered rape, but not by the Bible. It's perfectly okay to impregnate an unknowing teenager just as long as everyone else agrees. And there are so many other women in the Bible. Eve, who brought original sin. Sarah, ashamed of being barren, who forces her slave girl Hagar to have a child with her husband. And Delilah, who is to blame for having a servant cut off Samson's hair and lose his strength. And how about those specific passages women can turn to and read in times we're unsure of our place? For instance, if your husband was in a fight and you squeezed the assailant's privates to create a diversion, you would obviously have to have your hand cut off. Or if you need to know how important you are to your father, read Judges chapter 19 verses 22 to 25, where a father offers his daughter to be raped by an angry mob in place of a man he just met. Want another example of a father-daughter love? Jebediah's sacrifice in Judges chapter 11 verses 29 to 33 explains his pact with God in order to win a war. His daughter just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time and was burned alive in order to fulfill an agreement. Let's say you wanted to know how to dress. Visit 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9, which urges women to dress modestly without braided hair, gold, pearls. Verse after verse explains how women are the weaker partners and how wives should obey their husbands, call them masters, and submit to their every demand. But the best direction for women is in 1 Corinthians and 1 Timothy. Women should remain silent in church. They are not allowed to speak, but must be in submission. As the law says, if they want to inquire about something, they should ask their husbands at home, for it is a disgrace for women to speak in church. A woman should learn in quietness and full of submission. I do not permit a woman to teach or have authority over a man. She must be silent. The Bible is filled with examples on how women today should behave. All you have to do is read it.